I'm sorry is the word that I use for everything. I feel like I say I'm sorry so freaking much that it's not even genuine anymore. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I was in your way. You right. You hurt my. I'm sorry. I did hurt your feelings. I like to take accountability for my shit. I was raised to always look at everything from every perspective. So if you come to me as a person growing up, Christy, you hurt me. I'm looking at every side of the spectrum and I'm like, okay, for whatever I hurt you for, I'm going to take accountability for it and apologize. But from saying I'm sorry all the time, every day, I started to feel like, was something wrong with me? Is something wrong with me? Am I the bad person? Every time somebody comes to me and says I've done something to them, I've always been extremely apologetic. I've always been extremely taking everything for accountability. Always, every single time. And now that some things has happened to me in my life, I'm like, am I a bad person? Or were you constantly expecting me to apologize so I thought I did something wrong? Were you constantly waiting for me to come to you to rekindle things because you wanted me to think I did something wrong? And so now I'm going through this like apologetic tour to everybody I love and asking them, is it me? Am I doing something to hurt you subconsciously that I don't even know? And I was wondering, what is this? Why am I this way? Why do I constantly feel like if I disagree with somebody in the slightest way, like hell, if somebody look at me and say, you want to go get ice cream? And I say, no, I feel like complete shit because I said no. And then I wonder, is there a form of manipulation somewhere in this equation? Because why is it that I can't say no to a restaurant or I can't say no to a question while feeling like a complete asshole when it was a simple ass question? Somebody asked me that. They was like, why is it that you felt bad because you said you didn't want ice cream when everybody else wanted ice cream? And I said, because I felt like I was being the oddball. I felt like I was being the burden of the group. And it was like, that doesn't make you a burden because you don't want fucking ice cream. You just don't want ice cream. So I checked into this. I'm like, what is this? Like, I can't be the only person that experienced this or knows what the fuck is going on. So I found something that's called moral perfectionist, where you would do anything in your life to not be the bad guy. You would do anything in your life to make people happy or to make people feel good, and that's me. You can associate this with being an empath, but it bothers me because right now in my life, I'm in this constant current spiral of not knowing who I am. Looking at myself in the mirror and thinking, am I the bad guy? Is the words that I'm constantly saying on an everyday basis the problem? Or is it the person that's making me feel like I'm the problem? And because of that, I get into conversations and I rethink everything I said 35 times. Like if I cut somebody off now, I'm like, fuck, you just cut this person off. You're rude, you're this, da-da-da, they hate you. And I'm like mentally degrading myself because I constantly feel like I have to make people happy. And I realize after losing somebody close to me, not from dying, but because we just needed to separate as human beings, I realized being lonely might be the best thing for me right now. Walking alone might be the best thing for me right now. Because I said this to this person. I said, if I am hurting you, if I am the problem, let me find out why it is I am reoccurringly hurting you by myself. Then you constantly keep coming to me and saying, you have hurt me, you have irritated me, you have made me upset, but not being able to give me an answer to why that is. So I said, I'm not going to unvalidate your feelings, because your feelings are your feelings. But if I am truly causing pain to you, I want to take this time with myself to figure out why it is. What is it in me that is causing you to hurt? And so we separated, which caused a friendship to be lost. But I truly am taking this time now as a person that is alone to wonder, okay, was this manipulation? Was I actually the problem? Will I forever be the problem? How can I fix it if I was the problem? Going on to this downward spiral, and I say, you know what? I'm tired of saying I'm sorry. When I found out about moral perfectionism, I broke down crying because I realized all I ever done in my life was try to make myself perfect to particular people. If I met you, in my mind is, how can I make myself perfect to you? How can I make myself perfect to you? How can I make myself perfect to you? I never, ever wanted to be the bad guy in the story. I always wanted to be the person people came to. I always wanted to be the person that someone asked for help and could find guidance and peace in. I wanted to be that person, and I thought, I'm not always wrong, but I always feel like I did something wrong. I constantly find myself degrading myself, thinking that there was a problem, when really I was just surrounding myself around people that just didn't give a fuck. I didn't realize that it wasn't right for me to feel bad for declining ice cream. I didn't realize that it was weird for me to feel bad because I didn't want to go to X, Y, and Z or do X, Y, and Z. So when I started surrounding myself around people that actually was like, girl, you is not the villain. Stop feeling like you the bad person. Ain't nobody hurt you. You ain't hurt nobody. I'm sitting here thinking, why? Why is it that I have to feel like I need to save every and anything that walks this earth? Even with this podcast, like, I love that my videos help people. I love it. But it hurts me even more when somebody comments and say that I didn't help them. And I keep asking myself, why do you need to be perfect? Why can't you give room for flaw? Because you are a flaw. You aren't perfect. You aren't perfect. And I don't see myself as perfect, but I give off that perception. And even if I do show you my flaws, it's always, well, I have a solution to them. I have a solution. And it bothers me because I'm tired. I'm tired of saying I'm sorry. I'm tired of apologizing for fucking existing. All my life, it's always, what can I do to make you comfortable? What can I do to make you happy? What can I do to not cause a burden on you? How can I bring light to your life? How can I give you the love you deserve? Giving you 135,000% while you give me 25. What can I do to give you all my fucking energy and not receive not an ounce back from you? What can I do? That is me. That is me as a person. What can I do? Save you ass bitch. How can I save a hoe? Captain save a hoe. What can I do to help you? And when you realize and you look at the people you are around and you realize what you are doing for them isn't remotely the things they're doing for you, I'm at this point in my life where it's like, okay, I'd rather just walk alone. Because if I truly am hurting you as a person, I think it's best for your mental state and my mental state is that if I just leave. Oh, was it manipulation? That's the problem, is that people never know who they are in somebody's eyes. And I saw on Instagram where they said, you could be the best peach on the tree, but sometimes people just don't like peaches. And I said, wow, You're fucking right. I could be the best fucking peach. I could be the best fucking tree. But sometimes people just don't like nature. And that's completely okay. So I wanted to come on here and talk about that because I don't want you to feel like you have to be perfect. And I think it is important to see who is around you and why they're around you and what do they need you for. Because I never wanted to be that type of person to be like, this person is with me because they need something from me or they are trying to get something from me. I always thought or wanted to assume and be naive and think maybe this person is just with me from the kindness of their heart. Maybe this person is with me because they care and they want to be with me and they want to spend their times with me. But as you go through trial and error and you look at the people that surround you, you think, why is it that you like me? Why is it that you continue to talk to me and you continue to work with me and feel for me? And I feel like once I question all of that, you might end up in a position like where I am now, alone and by myself. And let me tell you something. Just because I say I'm alone and I'm by myself, honey, I have my peace of mind. I have my tranquility. I am fine. And I am flourishing. Just because you walk this earth alone for a short period of time doesn't mean you have to feel alone. Actually, right now in my life, I feel the most seen with nobody around me than with a group of people. And I know that might sound fucking crazy, but I feel seen by myself. You understand what I'm saying? You know how people say, even in a room full of people, I feel alone? Well, honey, I'm in a room full of nobody, just me. And I feel the most seen I've ever felt in my entire life because I'm starting to look at myself from within. Stop living your life to make other people comfortable. Stop living your life to be perfect for others. Don't go through life trying to be the best or be the favorite tree or be the best tree. If you were raised to be a nice person, hell, if you just are a nice person, don't question it. Don't question it because somebody says you aren't. Don't question it because somebody makes you believe you aren't. If you are raised a certain way and you believe deep down in your heart, I have a good soul, I have a good spirit, I'm a good fucking person, and that you never intentionally hurt people, don't worry about it. Now, I'm not saying don't take accountability. Don't get it twisted. Take accountability for everything you fucking do. If it's on you, okay? If it's on you, take accountability for it. But don't ever have yourself questioning, am I the bad guy? Am I the reason for all this chaos? Am I the reason that this person feels like shit? Or that this person feels unseen? Like I said, as I walk alone in my life right now, I feel the most seen. Sometimes it takes retracting yourself from your situations and just enjoying the alone time, experiencing who you are as a person. Because you might realize how cool and how fucking awesome you are and how dope you are. You might even notice how funny you are just by being by yourself. Don't ever let somebody make you feel like you're fucking crazy because you're trying to pleasure them and you're trying to make them comfortable. Don't ever in your life make you spiral mentally because you're trying to say something that's not supposed to be said, or you're trying to be the nice guy in a situation that's not even a fucking situation. Be who the fuck you are and stop apologizing. Stop apologizing. Walk around with your head held high. Walk around like you're the fucking king, or you don't give a fuck who is the king in the room. Call me cocky. I don't give a fuck. I'm tired of apologizing for who the fuck I am. Honey, I realized in the recent days I am actually a bad bitch. fine as hell, thick as fuck. I've actually fucking looking at myself and realized how bad and how sexy I am, and I couldn't have ever said that because I was constantly apologizing for maybe coming off as cocky or coming off as too confident. Why the fuck are you apologizing for being confident? Why are you apologizing for seeing your inner beauty? Why are you apologizing for being who the fuck you are? I'm loud. I'm annoying. I'm annoying as hell. My energy is on 10. A lot of people can't handle me. A lot of people can't handle me. So when I get into new relationships, I tell them, hey, I'm loud. I'm annoying. I'm always on cloud 9. You might not be able to handle that. But I'm not going to apologize for who the fuck I am when I know I'm not purposely hurting you. I'm tired of walking around biting my tongue for the comfortability of somebody else. If you are trying to do this in your life, if you are a person that is doing this in your life, please stop. Please stop, Queen or King. Please, I beg of you. You won't get anywhere in life by doing that. You won't grow by doing that. You won't even see your true potential by doing that. Go on with your life. Even if you gotta walk alone, go on with your life and live your best life. Go discover who the fuck you are by yourself and then come back to society, because that's exactly what I'm doing. Right now I have my key focuses that I'm focusing on, but besides that, it's only me, myself, and I. And let me tell you something, it's really beautiful on this side of the land when you only fucking with yourself and the people you love. I love you guys. I hope you enjoyed this message. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.